Do you guys know why I love this camera so much? Because it's not the Sony. Okay, so this is not a review of the Sony. It's not even a fair comparison because I'm using the Fuji X-T30, which is a class above, and it's 4K and it has a lot more functionality, so it's not even fair to compare them. This is just a for dummies by dummies because I have no idea what I'm doing either, so this is just to show you why I don't like the Sony. To make it a fair comparison, I will use the Sigma 16mm f1.4 on the Sony, and I'm using the kit lens on the Fuji. Still not fair, but at least it brings them closer in price for the combo, so you can see what you can get with either one of them. I will also be using the same capture card for both, which is the Blackmagic Intensity Pro 4K, which is a great capture card. So that removes the variance of the capture card from the equation, so let's get on with it. This is also something that does not affect if you're recording to the SD card internally. This is just a HDMI output issue. If that makes any difference for you, it sure does for me because that's the only use case I use the camera for. So yeah. So you saw what happened there? You see what's happening here? Yeah, I look younger, don't I? That's what the Sony does. This is a dumb soft skin filter that you cannot disable when not recording internally, which is super frustrating. You can get rid of it, and I'm gonna get rid of it right now. Okay, so now I'm recording internally while I'm pushing the HDMI signal out, and do you see how it's gone now? I got my wrinkles back. Yeah, let's stop the recording. See what's happening? Boom, soft skin. The only way to get rid of this is if you at the same time disable face detection, so you cannot use face detection autofocus, and you have to be recording internally. You can feed the signal out anyway, but you need to be recording internally. That's gonna generate a lot of heat, and you need a big card if you're gonna be streaming, because you're gonna be streaming for hours, and you need a card that can record. I tried to do it without a card, and it does not accept it. You need the card in, and it needs to be actually recording on the card, so the filter goes away. This is why I do not recommend the Sony. This is the only feature that is a deal breaker for me. I can deal with the 1080p, I can deal with crappy Sony colors, I can deal with a lot of stuff, but this soft skin stuff, no, this is not for me. If it doesn't bother you, fine, it's a decent camera, nothing wrong with that, but this one is a big no for me. Okay, I will still use this camera as a Bcam while I'm streaming, so this is a wider shot that shows the setup and whatnot. So I'm not gonna worry too much about the quality itself, especially because when streaming, Twitch compresses the bitrate to a level where camera quality is not that relevant up to a point. So I will still use it, but other than that, this is just a much better camera. So this is gonna be my main camera from now on, and yeah, I think I'll be happy about it. All in all, guys, if it works for you, just use what you have. Don't go spending any money you don't need to spend. I'm just too picky about some stuff. That's why I switched cameras. Doesn't mean you have to do the same. But if you are on the market for a new camera, make sure you know what you're buying. It may not be a deal breaker for you, so if you find one cheap, go for it. I would still advise you to look for a Fuji X-T20 on the used market because it's a better camera, but it's up to you really. Use whatever you like, whatever suits your needs, and that's the important thing. And as always guys, the important stuff is having fun and enjoy what you do. The tools are just tools. The Sony Alpha will still be incredibly better than a webcam, so if it's what you want, just get one. I just want to make sure you guys have all the information and you know what you're buying. Have fun guys.